So this is the second part to riding in the box. I was first introduced to this exercise during a junior and young rider clinic that Conrad Schumacher was teaching. And he used the box a little differently than the way I've kind of developed it now, but he used it to help the riders how to understand keeping the horse between the aids and developing their balance by making sure that you have all of your horse's parts lined up underneath them where they need to be. So if the horse gets a little bit out of balance, this is going to feel like you're just running corner after corner after corner. It's going to start to feel really hectic. So in my last video, I talked about starting out the box at the walk and at the trot. And so now I want to take it into how we would come into our lateral work and into doing proper center lines. So first I'll make sure that he's good again about doing his corners. And then I'll come into my trot on my next corner and I'm just going to make a simple center line. So what this helps me do is get up into the corner, make a straight line, get into the corner, and hit my center line. So now I know exactly where my center line is when I'm riding. Good boy. And so I want to be able to feel that whatever I'm doing, I can always hit back into that box again. So I'm going to come across the diagonal from M, my corner, my straightaway, yield to the inside, yield to the outside, and then I make a little lengthening to K, and I have a gap in my poles there, so I can come right into that wall at K, and now I have my corner. Does he yield to the inside? No. So after we get more impulsion, we often lose some submission. And so now I go back to say, look, buddy, if you're going to be a little stiff, and I'm doing this deliberately on his stiff side, he goes back into the box and learns how to give that submission. Good boy. Now we'll make a center line again. And each horse is different. Some horses I practice my halt, and other horses I don't. This one I practice my halt because in the show ring, he gets a little excited and he does the cha-cha-cha at the halt when I let go of the reins to salute. So I like for him to practice his halts. My yielding, my outside aids to turn and go forward, just a little baby lengthening, just get a little more impulsion so that I can see if he's going to yield back to me when I come back into my corner. Now take him back. Does he yield to the inside? Yes, my outside aids can turn. And he's ready to just move on. And then I can make a half pass out of that because he was so balanced and set up by using those corners. So by just having two simple corners like that at one end of the arena that gives you a visual perimeter, you can really start setting the horse up for your movements. And what you've done is you've given them a visual so that they know when I'm in this area, I have to use my body in this particular way. And eventually you don't have to have the visual there. Happy riding, everyone.